Morning and welcome to the highlights of this important Super 6 game from Johannesburg between India and Sri Lanka. Now, if we look at the points table so far, Australia are number 1 with 16 points in total. India number 2 with 12. Kenya still on 10. New Zealand on 8. Sri Lanka 7.5 and Zimbabwe 3.5. Top 4 qualify for the semi-finals. Now, if you look at the teams that have been selected for today, India are unchanged. They're playing 7 batsmen again, so unchanged from their previous game. Sri Lanka have made 2 changes. Tilakaratne out. Murabrak is in for his first game in the World Cup, and Gunaratne also out, and Asanka back in for his 4th match. Sri Lanka won the toss and surprisingly elected to bowl. Let's pick up the action with our first 2 commentators of the day, Ravi Shastri and Tony Gregg.
This is always a pleasure. We have Sehwag and Tendulkar opening the batting out there for India. 2 of the best and most aggressive batsmen of all time. Ravi, it's always fun sitting up in the commentary box when they're out there.
Yes, you can't miss a minute, because if you just leave the commentator's box and get away for 5 minutes to get into the loo, there could be 20 runs scored. So you don't know what you're missing out on. And it was nice to read a quote this morning in the papers where Sourav Ganguly said, watch out for Virender Sehwag. He may not have got runs in this tournament, but he's a very, very dangerous player. As far as Sachin Tendulkar goes, he's had an outstanding tournament so far, the leading run getter. But this is a key match. Both these teams, they know each other very well. They played a lot of cricket against each other. And to be honest, there's hardly anything to choose between the 2 sides.
Yes, and Chaminda Vaas there with Drake's the leading wicket taker in the tournament, and they'll be hoping they can do what happened the other night to India. If they can get rid of a couple of them early on, this bowling attack might be able to make more of that sort of start. So they're going to have to take their catches early on. They're going to, not just catches, I mean, they need to affect runouts. Any opportunity they get, they've got to take them, otherwise this Indian batting lineup, we know, will pile it on. So we're about to get underway. The conditions here look lovely. The groundsman, Scotty, out there said this is as good as it gets. He was talking 270 plus. The outfield is fast. It's a wonderful drainage ground here. And, of course, there we are. That's Simon Torfel, age 32, standing in this match. An important match. They'll all know how important. The umpires included here will be just a little bit tense. Umpire Shepherd is at the other end. This is the first ball of the match. Vaas on his way in. Oh, and a quick single. Mid-on was just a little deep, and he picked it. I tell you what, that could have been quite close if the mid-on fieldsman there, that's Delata Fernando, if he had been just a little quicker, it might have been quite close.
He was sleeping. This is a wake-up call for him, because as far as Tendulkar was concerned, he thought that ball was going towards mid-wicket. Didn't realize it was going that straight. Now, these are key moments in the game. Even if you're in form, no matter how big a player you are, you want to get off the mark. And there was never a single there. Sehwag, the man on strike.
Oh, what a shot. He's blitzed that one through the offside field. It was over-pitched, and Sehwag has just leant into it, caressed it through the offside.
It's just as if he's having a net. A gentle loosener here from Nisanka. And it was right in the zone Sehwag would have wanted it to be. When you don't have too many runs under your belt, that's the first ball you want to see. Half volley right under your nose. And he's put it away in style. Not try to hit it too hard.
Have a look at that. Oh boy. You can't hit him much harder than that. He's waited for it. He also looks as if he's got plenty of time, and it's whistled straight over the top of the boundary rope. Unbelievable shot.
That is why he's dangerous. He's literally clubbed this one. It was short, it was wide. Sehwag got the opportunity to free his arms, and no half measures whatsoever. Take that. That won't wake up the crowd, nothing will.
So far, so good for India. Sri Lanka have beaten the bat once. They need a wicket here. They need to break this partnership. They'll be aware of that. Third man just off the boundary down there. He needs to go back a little bit, I reckon. Oh, that's well played. That's beautifully played. Sachin Tendulkar playing from the crease has hit that through the covers for 4.
this is a glorious shot. We saw him play a couple of shots like this in the game against Pakistan of Wasim Akram. Have a look at this. Have a look at the balance. This is not all that bad a delivery, but he's into position so quickly, offering the full face of the blade. He's got the placement dead right, and that's majestic.
A little bit too straight, nicely played. This will go for 4. This outfield's fast. Chaminda Vash just can't get there. There's going to have to be some good fielding on the boundary rope today.
Well, this has all the makings of a good game.
Well fielded. Oh no, he's missed it. It's gone for 4. He's pitched that one up, and Tendulkar has hit it back at him like a rocket. He just did not have time to react.
Well, this is terrific batting. The reason why I say it is because when you're up against a quick bowler who's getting movement, getting bounce, a lot of batsmen will be sitting on that back foot, not Tendulkar. Moment he pitches it up, that front foot is down the track in a flash.
Well played, beautifully played. That's that whip on the onside to the straight delivery for 4. All the way along the ground that time. I don't think he's going to get caught at backward square leg today.
That's a good shot. He's got a lot of bat on it. Very fast outfield. Frustration for the bowler. It's almost the quicker you bowl, the faster it goes to the boundary. Called, and it's gone for 6. Seen this cut shot played a few times now by both these players. This time it's Tendulkar, and it's gone 15 rows back.
So which means it's about a 74-meter hit. The second time a 6 has been hit in that area is the shorter part of the ground. And that's the problem that the faster bowlers have had today.
In the air, but it's defeated. Is that Russell Arnold? Mubarak, I beg your pardon. Now, was that anywhere near catchable?
Just falling short perhaps at point. Chaminda Vash thought that the fielder could have made a better effort. Falling just short of him.
Just hasn't got it right, Fernando. It's either been too wide or too full.
And not much of pace either. Nissanka was in the 140s. Tilhara Fernando struggling to get up there with the pace. This is there to be hit. The second poor delivery in this over.
It's another maiden, so this is good stuff. Back-to-back maidens here for a while for Sri Lanka. Very, very good bowling. 15 gone, 84 for no loss. That's full, squeezed. Third man left to do some work. Can't get there. Aravind we know is not the quickest bloke on two legs these days. 4 runs.
Well, that was very well played. Just took it on the half volley and squeezed it through point. And that really raised his pace at the delivery as well. And there was not much chance for Aravind. That was not the swiftest of fielders down in that area.
That's away. That's going to go not to the fence. He's going to be able to pick up. Oh, yes, it is to the fence. Goodness me, that is very, very sloppy. That brings Tendulkar to his 50. He'll take a bonus run there to go to that 50. Nissanka was the man who should have stopped it. He was leaping around in front of the scoreboard and couldn't quite get there.
That really was poor cricket, and that brings up Sachin Tendulkar's half-century. You could see the applause all over the grounds, and he certainly is looking ominous. Not taking any chances, just keeping the ball along the ground. He had 5 boundaries. 61st one-day 50.
Just gone past his previous best in 1996. Looking for 2 again. That single brings up the 100 stand. They'll come back for another one. It'll be tight, but he'll be safely home. Terrific start from India. 100 up now.
That's a good shot. That's a very good shot. Way down to the boundary again. This outfield is so fast. Will he drag it back? Yes, he's dragged it back this time. They'll be looking for 4, though. Will they come back for the 4th? Yes, they do come back for the 4th. Well, to no avail, that wonderful dive down there on the boundary. It's 110 for none. Oh, well played. Oh, beautifully played. Tendulkar has hit that one back straight. Jayasuriya desperately diving away to his right. Couldn't quite get there. It was just hit too sweetly.
Well, he was quick to spot that there was nothing in the ball. It was just a tentative release of the ball, full in length. It wasn't overpitched. There was really no commitment in that delivery. But again, showing the mirror, full face of the bat.
Thinking about 2 again, yes, and Mubarak picks up. Well, that brings up the half-century now for Virender Sehwag. So his top score prior to this innings was 36. This will be a bit of a relief to him.
And you can see the man is pleased. Tendulkar also walking down and just congratulating the young man. He's been under some pressure. Not him, but just that the runs weren't coming. He's capable of more. So he gets his first 50 in World Cup.
It's going away to the boundary for 4. In fact, it's got to the fence. I think it just made it. He got right into that one. I was just wondering what was going to give. Murali bowls a tight over down the other end. Sehwag decides he needs to have a go, and that's what happened.
Well, if this is a 6, I've not seen a flatter one. Yes, it is. Very clearly bouncing outside the boundary rope. Have a look at this. Cannot get flatter than this.
Oh, down the wicket he goes again. Inside out he goes. This is going to be caught. No, he's not. It's 6 again. Holy dooly. He timed that absolutely magnificently. And down on the boundary, Delano Fernando, I think, thought he was going to catch him. It just kept going and going. 152 for none.
Well, this is a better shot because Sanath Jayasuriya was aware of the intention of the batsman, so he looked to keep it close to Sehwag, to not allow him that room to play on the offside.
Well, that's in the air. This is going to be caught. Oh, he's done it once too often. Yes, he's gone. Well, I think Tendulkar was right down the other end. He'd be a little upset. He's been trying to nurse Sehwag through this. And Sehwag is hanging his head there. He couldn't resist the temptation to hit 6s. And unfortunately, it's now cost him his innings.
Well, Tendulkar has got his hand on his hips. He's not happy with the shot selection. But then you're talking about a master off spinner who induced that big shot. It's the top spinner that doesn't go with the turn for this shot and then get anywhere close to the middle of the bat. Aravinda De Silva taking a good catch in the deep. So the attacking instincts getting the better of Sehwag on that occasion, but a good contribution. 66, and the Indians score 153 for 1.
So sort of Ganguly, 100 under his belt, coming in.
Outside edge to run away for 4. So Dilhara having a bit of bad luck here.
Well, you got to see this shot again. Did he open the face of the blade at the last minute? No. In fact, thickish outside edge. But with Tendulkar batting in the 70s, there's no one in the slip cordon.
Ganguly.
Oh, take a piece of that. Outrageous.
Now that is a magnificent shot. One just got the feeling that Ganguly expected this one. He was in position just as the ball left the bowler's hand, and it's come out right out of the meat of the bat. This is a magnificent strike for 6.
I think we mentioned earlier that if it only gets up waist high, he'll hit you for 6. It's got to get up round the shoulder, round the throat.
He's got that away. Nisanka's been tested again. He's not going to get close this time, so that's 4 runs for Sourav Ganguly, the 5th of partnership up, and also the 200 on the board for India.
Right, we'll wait for the build-up. Here it comes. These people have been here often. They've sat there watching Sachin get closer and closer to a century. 97. 7 fours and a 6. He's played magnificently today. And these people that have come a long way, a lot of them, have come here to see this.
It's in the air, is it out? Sangakkara thinks it is, and it is. Aravind Lasova has picked up Sachin Tendulkar, looking to paddle it around the corner, just hitting the edge of the bat in the simplest of catches to Kumar Sangakkara.
Why, oh why? That's the question. Such a wonderful player, trying to play a smart aleck little shot around the corner. He didn't go, mind you, but I think he was probably out here. Let's have a look at it. This is such a silly shot to be playing in the circumstances. Up she goes, and a lollipop little catch to Sangakkara, and there goes a century begging. Well, that's a big disappointment to everyone here, and I'm sure he won't enjoy looking at the replay of that either. 214 for 2.
Mohammed Kaif is the next man in, 45 games, averaging 28.46, high score of 111 not out. His strike rate's okay at 75.4, but he's been struggling in this World Cup, 80 runs and only 13. He's got that away pretty fine. The outfield is not the quickest because of all the rain yesterday, but it is going to go for 4. So that's a much needed boundary for India. They need to get this momentum up a little bit.
Everyone in India will want to be sure that Sachin Tendulkar was very definitely out, and I think we've got the replay to show you here that will satisfy you. It's the square on replay. There we are. Just a little bit of bat there, a little bit of thumb, and then up onto the arm guard before going straight up in the air. So that is a fantastic replay of what happened. Bat, glove, and then arm.
There's a big one. That is a huge hit. He's hit that a long, long way. Into the grass embankment for 6. Fine blow from Sourav Ganguly.
It was a magnificent blow. I got to tell you, all these Indians in the crowd can't catch, though. There have been a few 6s hit today, and the Indians that have flown all this way don't seem to be able to latch onto anything. Mind you, it was a biggie. It went a long way back down towards square leg. And didn't he enjoy it, too? He just watched it disappear, and, well, there we are. The Indians down there trying to catch it, but it's ended up on the ground.
Here's Bolden. Excellent Yorker. Full and straight. And Bass doing the job he was asked for. That is a very, very important wicket. The Indian captain departs, and India have lost their 3rd wicket.
Oh, what a fine delivery by Chaminda Bass. Fuller length in the block hole, and Sourav Ganguly playing all round it just to see that off stump knocked off. The 3rd wicket's down, 243.
Yuvraj Singh is the new man out there for the Indians. He's a man in form. Half centuries in the last 2 games he's played. He's got a good strike rate in this World Cup. Has to hurry, direct hit, but Yuvraj is quick.
Yes, the Indians need to step on it if they need to set their sights on the 300. Yuvraj Singh is such a fine young player. Gets off the mark straight away, but equally good throw by Russell Arnold. But Yuvraj is so quick between the wickets.
Here's Bolden. Vast doing a terrific job here for the Sri Lankans. First Ganguly, now Yuvraj Singh. So 2 wickets in 2 overs for Chaminda Bass.
Bass once again proving what accuracy could do. Just ensuring that the ball's straight Yuvraj not getting the big shots in, so a little bit of frustration, and he goes for it. So he knocks his leg stump off, and Yuvraj goes. That's a big wicket again for Sri Lanka. Yuvraj sings out for 5. India 4 down for 251.
Rahul Dravid, the new man out there for India. India just losing their way in the last 5 or 6 overs. Chaman Dawaz doing a fantastic job. That's the off-cutter. He's bowled so well today. Just a slight change in pace. Yuvraj early into the shot, having his leg stump shattered. That's gone away fine. This will reach the boundary. Kev goes for the big one and finds the boundary. That's well played. Hitting with the spin and into the gap.
Whistle runs for India. Kev picking the right one there. A little bit of flight as well. And making good contact. Plenty of open spaces in that region.
That's the first boundary hit of Muralidharan. Oh, he's bowled him around his leg. What a comeback by the off-spinner. Struck for the boundary. Next ball takes the leg stump.
Well, this is why Muralidharan is such a class act. Not much turn there, but sufficient to get the leg stump through. Keep looking to play it on the onside. Missing it completely. Just enough to get the pad and the stumps. Mohammad Kaif goes 5 down for 265.
Dinesh Mongia, the new man out there for the Indians, and just looks for the big hit. First ball, gets only a single. Now, what can Mongia do here? Not much of an opportunity for him to get his eye in. He's got to play the big shots. Inside out, over the top, and that's a good hit. Into the crowd as well. He picked the right ball. It was the off-spinner, and he's hit it with the spin.
Oh, excellent shot there by Dinesh Mongia. Just getting up to the pitch of it, and it can be productive. Gave himself the room and took his chances on that. But just see that it's hit the meat of the bat.
Yes, he has no choice but to go for it. That was very well struck. And again, this time he's not middled it. De Silva coming underneath it. And he's safe as houses. So another wicket here for Muralidharan. After being struck for a 6, he's come back well.
Yes, as Muralidharan, he's a crafty operator. Gave that ball a little bit more air, held it back, and Mongia just attempting the similar type of shot. Getting a lot more elevation than before. Right up in the air, and you could see Arvind De Silva. He's got plenty of experience, well balanced, hands cupped upwards and safe as houses. So Dinesh Mongia goes 277 for 6.
277 for 6. The batsman crossing over. Harbhajan Singh now gets his opportunity. Excellent placement. He waited on it nicely. And a welcome boundary here for the Indians. At the end of the 49th over, India 283 for 6. Inside out, it doesn't matter how it comes. India will take that boundary. That one flying off the thickish outside edge. And really, you can't set a field for that.
You really cannot. That wasn't where it was intended to be. But it's always productive when you get bat on a shot like that. Here's the final delivery.
Dravid goes for the big one. Doesn't quite time it. They'll run 2. So India end up with a score of 292 for 6 from their 50 overs.
So a good total for India in the end, 292 for 6 after their allotted 50 overs. After 30 overs, they were 167 for 1. That was a great platform, and Sachin Tendulkar was outstanding, 97 off 120 balls. A good stand, opening stand with him and Virender Sehwag, who picked up 66. Ganguly in good form with 48. So overall, they'll be pleased with that. And if you look at the Sri Lankan bowling, Chaminda Vaas, again, he's been the form bowler of this tournament so far. 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 34. Nasanka got some tap. Fernando also a little bit of tap. Matai Muralidharan pegged things back beautifully, picking up 3 for 46 off his 10. South Jayasuriya expensive, and Aravinda doing a pretty good job, picking up 1 for 32. And Arnold also going at 6 and over. So the target for Sri Lanka, they need 293 runs. They've got 50 overs available, of course, and they've got to go at a required rate of 5.86.
NIDA certified used.
Sanath Jayasuriya just coming close to 300 matches. His strike rate is something that we've got to look for. The average not in the high 40s as it's with some of the Indian batsmen. And Mavanatapattu has been in great touch, falling on from the form that he had down under in Australia. Close to 40 the average. Strike rate not the best, but his form, his touch in this tournament has been pleasing for Sri Lanka.
Has got a terrific 100 against South Africa. His partnership's been successful for Sri Lanka, averaging 49.22 in 62 innings. Here we go. First ball. Very well bowled. Just coming back a fraction from Zahir Khan. We don't normally see Zahir Khan getting a great deal of swing. In fact, we haven't seen a great deal of swing from him so far in this World Cup. There's not too much of a breeze today, but that one definitely did come back. 95 one international wickets at an economy rate of just over 4.5. Average is good, and so is the best performance.
Good start for Zahir Khan. He's never struggled for line and length in this tournament. He's hit the spot right away.
Gee, that was a great delivery. That's exactly what an opening batsman doesn't want. It's perfect line and length. It doesn't really come back into him. He plays. There was obviously some sort of noise, which was bat on pad, which got a few guys excited behind the batsman. Al Dravid just wafting the arm up. But gee, what a perfect delivery that was from Zahir Khan. That is a huge one first up. Wasn't the greatest of deliveries from Javagal Srinath, but Mavanatapattu has smashed it into the covers. Mohammad Kaif is the man who's taken a sharpie, and they're 1 down Sri Lanka.
Well, we talked about Mavanatapattu being the key batsman for Sri Lanka, and he's walking back towards the pavilion, and the celebration in the Indian camp, understandable for that reason. May not have come smack from the middle of the bat, but it was travelling and getting low to Mohammad Kaif, who is one of India's better fielders. So Srinath provides the breakthrough. What a breakthrough this is. Mavanatapattu gone for a duck, and India 2 for 1, or Sri Lanka 2 for 1.
This is a bit of a surprise. Mubarak is batting at number 3, just playing his 6th game, average of under 10 at the moment, high score of 15. He did open the batting against South Africa in a test match not so long ago. That was at Supersport Park in Centurion, but it's a surprise that he's coming at number 3. And a huge wicket, that first one. Mavanatapattu caught by Mohammad Kaif. The covers headed straight to him.
Well, he was looking to keep the ball down, Mavanatapattu. But Mohammad Kaif was very close there at extra cover. He was looking to save the singles to keep Atapattu on strike. I don't think he was placed there for this kind of a shot. But Srinath is delighted with the result.
Another one. Javagal Srinath has got another one. Sri Lanka in big trouble. Mubarak didn't last very long. Srinath is on the spot with this. The perfect line across the left-hander. He's nicked it. And Rahul Dravid has done the rest.
We all know he's a good bowler to left-hand batsman, Srinath. The Indian get into a ring of celebration, as they've done in this tournament. It's a good delivery. Tentative prod in the end, and it's purely because of the line that was bowled. Maybe he had a bit of a doubt at the last minute to leave it alone. Dravid taking a good catch for a non-regular keeper. Jahan Mubarak, another duck. The Sri Lankan batting lineup, they scored 2 for 2.
2 wickets in 3 balls has brought Mahela Jayawardene to the crease, and he's had a desperate World Cup so far. He's just scored 16 runs at an average of 3.2. He is a good player, though. Let's not forget that. Here's another look at the dismissal of Mubarak.
It's a beautiful line. Very difficult for a new batsman to play that kind of a line well. Either you get right behind the line, play with a straight bat, or you look to leave it. He was in 2 minds.
Good delivery coming back, but I don't think it's come back far enough. Certainly a bit of swing back into Jayawardene, but umpire Torfel not interested.
And maybe also the height factor. There is some bounce on the surface. Left it alone, not good judgment. Didn't come back enough, and also hitting him on the thigh. Another good delivery. And this is a surface that will suit the type of batsman that Mahela Jayawardene is. He'll struggle when there is sideways movement off the pitch because he tends to play on the up. But this is the deck that he should look to get a good score on. He's got to be bold, not think too much, just let himself.
Now there's a big shot. He might get the finger this time. He does. Up goes the finger. Mahela Jayawardene's nightmare continues. India are on fire today. They picked up 3 quick ones, and Sri Lanka are in deep, deep trouble at 3 for 3.
And again, the delivery was spot on. There's the huddle again. And for India's sake, it's coming very quickly. So that's a cause for celebration itself. Pitching on leg stump, and the height was okay, and I think may have gone on to hit the off stump. So that was a good decision by Simon Toffel. The height factor also was pretty good on that. So another duck, 3 in a row for Sri Lanka, 3 for 3.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man. This is the man that Sri Lanka need now. They're in deep trouble at 3 for 3. Aravinda Silva is vastly experienced. We know that. His career stats are outstanding. Very, very fine. That's running away. I think it was leg buys. We'll have to just wait and see the confirmation from umpire Torfel. It was a little bit surprising there wasn't perhaps a bigger shout from maybe the men behind the stumps. End of the over. 3 runs coming front before the last ball, and then the boundary. So 9 for 3 it is. Good shot. Back of the square on the offside. That's going to run away for 4. That's well played.
Well, I must say they haven't bowled well to the Sri Lankan captain, and to be fair to the Indian bowlers, he hasn't been on strike for long. Again, off stump line. I'm not sure that's such a good idea considering that the man is not 100%. He's got a very sore thumb, and to go with it, a sore arm. And they haven't really made concerted effort to show Sanath Jayasuriya that they're going to make life difficult for him by bowling around the rib cage close to his body.
There's a big shout. That's pretty close. Up goes the finger. Another one. Another one down. India are outstanding at the moment here at the Wanderers. Javagal Srinath has struck. He's picked up another one. And goodness me, this is disastrous for Sri Lanka.
And what a bowling performance it is by the new ball bowlers for India. Srinath, now this is a delivery he's got to be proud of. Aravinda De Silva caught on the crease. He's a class act. He's a man in form. And it's again another great delivery with line and length. Just have a look at this. Perfect length, good length. Batsman preferring to stay on the crease. And that was going on to hit middle and leg. And this is another biggie. They've got 3 biggies. So Aravinda De Silva gone, and the score 15 for 4.
Another man who's having a very lean run in this World Cup. 72 runs at 14.4. Overall, he's averaging 26.1. He's pretty experienced these days. Sangakkara playing his 83rd game, but Aravinda De Silva's more experienced, and he's gone.
This is another good delivery for a new batsman. Jahan Mubarak got one from Srinath. This time the right-hander gets it. Because the decision, the difficult one for David Shepherd, was whether the ball was going to hit the stumps. Batsman going nowhere with the foot movement. You can see they're hitting on the knee roll. He's a short man. And Saurav Ganguly has played well this morning. Played well with the bat, and all his moves are working. Tendulkar as well, all of them getting together, and really Indian cricket has hit a purple patch in this World Cup.
3 for 6, Srilanka. Sangakkara on strike. And he's gone off the mark with a lovely shot, square on the offside for 4.
That will bring some of the Indian fielders back down to earth. Sangakkara very strong in that area. Good puller and good cutter. And it was right there in the slot.
To the keeper, getting excited there again. Javagal Srinath, you can't complain about that fact, but there was no touch that time. Well, that's well played. That was pitched on leg stump. Is it going to make it? I think so. So a few boundaries beginning to come from the bat of these two. Watch this one, pitched outside leg stump or thereabout.
Yes, that would give Sangakkara some sort of confidence. Always good to have runs against your name. Flicks it away on the onside.
Oh, that's hit something. Deflected away from the keeper. In fact, it hasn't. He's given 4 wides. Wide and well played. He's got that into the gap. Not that sweetly struck, but it's going to run way down towards the boundary, and they'll get 3. Mohammed Kaif down there with Tendulkar doing the backing up.
Come on, lads, come on!
That's got him. That's got him. He's trying to play a cut shot to a ball that wasn't wide enough. He's opened the face on it. He's hit it straight to cover. So they really are in trouble now. The man that could just feasibly have got them some respectability is out caught. Kaifa get into the action.
Yes, Jayasuriya was looking for that shot outside the off stump, but again, not much room. That little bit of bottom hand coming in. The ball really not coming on to him. Kaif picking up the catch. So big wicket for India. Jayasuriya goes and the 5th wicket's down for a mere 40.
Russell Arnold, he's made a century in one-day international cricket, boy, and if ever one is needed from Sri Lanka's point of view, it's needed here. They are in dire straits.
Yes, that wasn't the wicket he was looking for, and as a result hit it in front with a lot more bottom hand, virtually scooping it out to Kaif. Well, that really is a big wicket for India. It's not Jayasuriya. If there was any threat at all, it was going to come on the bat of Jayasuriya, but it's not to be.
It's a huge task to recover from this after that big score by the Indians. That's quite nicely played. He's working that one away on the onside nicely. Nero, the fielder there, just flicking it back. They can do a bit of practice in that little flick back. It's twice it's gone wrong now.
Come on, guys, come on, come on!
Now that should be 4. The 50 comes up for Sri Lanka, albeit in streaky fashion. Just getting a thickish outside edge on that occasion. And that's the shortest part of the ground, that boundary. A third man. There was no third slip. Third man was square. 4 runs for the taking.
And a great shot through the covers.
Well, he flashed hard. It was in the air, and luckily for Sangakkara in the gap between cover and point. Flashes here, flashes hard. Very catchable, but in the gap. And Sri Lanka feel that they need a little bit of luck going their way at the moment.
In the air and out. And Yuvraj Singh takes a comfortable catch, head high, and dear oh dear, Sri Lanka lose their 6th.
It was coming, and it's come sooner than later as far as the Indians are concerned. We already saw one shot in this over that went in the air. Just got a feeling Sangakkara was lucky on that occasion. Not this time. He's found the safe hands of Yuvraj Singh. And Sri Lanka at the moment teetering on the brink. 59 for 6.
Chaminda Vaas, now he's no mug with the bat. He's playing his 218th match. He's got nearly 1,500 runs. Don't worry about the average. You don't average very high when you come in low down the order, because you're always going down for the team, as it were. You're always slogging to try and get runs. He's got to score 7 and over here. The 50 that you saw there, the 50 not out, is his only 50 in limited overs cricket. And all he's got to do is see his side home at 6.7 runs to the over, so long as the bloke the other end can stay with him. Three slips in position. Oh, there could be a run out here. There could be a run out, but the throw was hopelessly inaccurate. Hesitation from both batsmen. All Sri Lanka need is a run out.
A great atmosphere on this ground. When this ground is full, they call it the bull ring. I think few stadiums around the world will match the atmosphere. The grounds that come to mind, of course, the SCG, the MCG, Eden Gardens, Calcutta.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot for a man who bats down the order.
Well, just drifting onto the pads, and it was over pitch too. Just the length that Vaas was looking for. Just working it with the bottom hand and just using the angle and finding the gap on the onside. He's a fighting cricketer, Chaminda Vaas. He's bowled his heart out for Sri Lanka. He would never have expected to come out to bat in the 16th over.
Wow, no. I thought he'd hit that a lot better when he hit it. I thought it was going halfway up the stand, but he got it a bit near the toe end, I think. And it didn't carry nearly as far as I thought initially.
Yes, hitting him high up on the bat, but it just looked as if he was expecting that short delivery. He had whipped Zaid Khan through mid-wicket. Not quite timing it on that occasion.
There's your bouncer if you want to have a hookser. 67 for 6.
Oh, that's a pumping shot through the offside. And Russell Arnold standing up tall and hitting on the up.
Oh, there's a big shout. Up goes the finger as well. That was dead in front. Zahir Khan. He's been bowling very, very good pace. Been bowling nice and straight as well. And Russell Arnold this time is the man that goes back to the pavilion. And Sri Lanka are in huge trouble here. And a huge game for them as well.
Well, Zahir Khan started celebrating for a leg before decision without seeing the umpire's reaction. That's how plumb it was. And this is a good wicket again. Another great delivery that was heading on to hit middle stump. Plumb leg before Russell Arnold. He didn't even look at the umpire. Look at him celebrating already. And that's when he saw the finger raised. Another good wicket for India. Russell Arnold gone for 8 and Sri Lanka tottering at 75 for 7.
India are fired up today. Nissanka is the next man in, average of just over 4. Doesn't give any hope really for, in fact, any hope at all for Sri Lanka, but this one was plumb.
And it's another Sri Lankan batsman who has erred in the decision of the movement of feet with regards to length. You can see Russell Arnold very much looking to play on the back foot. And if you had a look at the ball, it was much further in length.
Pull shot again, could be out. is out. Sachin Tendulkar has taken a very, very good catch. Inches off the ground, and the Indian supporters have gone berserk. The fielding from India today has been top-notch, and that's another fine example.
Well, that's why we said the fielding against Kenya was just an off day for India, because generally the fielding standard has been pretty good for India with the last 2 seasons, but this is good bowling again. Surprised Chaminda Vaas with a short pitch delivery, and Vaas had given every indication to the batsman if bounce is what's going to go for it. Got into no position, a bit too quick on him, and it was also outside the off stump, so he had to drag it back onto the leg side. So Chaminda Vaas is gone. Another Sri Lankan wicket has fallen, the 8th one for 78.
It has been a procession, that's for sure. Still Hara Fernando now, who comes out to the middle. Sri Lanka 78 for 8. 3 slips. And gone. There's another one. They are on fire today, India. This is outstanding stuff. They have not given Sri Lanka a sniff. Another one down, another one goes back towards the pavilion. The spectators are out of their seats, and those flags are going berserk. That is the 9th wicket.
Well, this is like a dream for India. I can't remember a better bowling performance. You're talking about a top-class batting opposition, and they are 78 for 9. What a delivery that is. And against Mohammad Kaif, who's taken the slip catch. So Nissanka is another batsman out for a duck. I think there are 5 of them. 78 for 9.
But time early during the next man in. 78 for 9 at the moment. The last one to go was Nissanka, another duck. Found the gap. Threaded the needle through extra cover. 4 runs. It's put away, and that's going to go for 4 more. Just in front of square on the leg side. That's not going to improve his sense of humour. It's up in the air, and it's gone straight over the top of the keeper. And it bounces 3 times and goes over the rope. Smiles around in the middle now. Murali Dhuran loves it. Followed him. No contact again from Murali Dhuran. Fancies himself for that pull shot.
And eventually he'll be playing that shot which will get him runs over 3rd man.
A lovely little pirouette there from the champion off spinner. Connected, and it's going to run away for 4. Yes, it is. That's what he's been looking to do ever since he walked out in the middle.
Well, I think he's testing the patience of Sourav Ganguly. He desperately wants a wicket and get back into the dressing room. And for the moment, he's got the better of the bowlers. He's got the bowlers to bowl short and try all kinds of things. What he does well is he may make room for himself and get into difficult positions, but he has a good sense of the ball.
Inside edge, that's gone fine, and it's going to run away for another 4. That's the second 4 off the over.
This is a good delivery from Ashish Nehra. He got it spot on. It was the Yorker, and the direction was pretty good. Nothing much the bowler could do about it. He's gone quickly towards that security man.
He won't mind at all where he gets him. It was bang on target. Just picked up the inside edge, and Ashish Nehra realises how unlucky he was. He's on 16 now. The time Murali Dhuran, just 2 away from his previous highest score. Might be out this time. Should be out. Is out. That's it. It's all over. India have been absolutely outstanding today. That is the end of the Sri Lankan innings. They're all out for 109. Matai Murali Dhuran just throwing the bat at the end. But India have been outstanding. They win by 183 runs.
And the first thing that the Indian captain does is runs all the way to Srinath at deep fine leg. That's the first man he congratulates. Srinath really 4 for 35 in 9 overs was the man for me. They are getting 292, and Sri Lanka of course had batsmen who were capable of getting that score until Srinath came up with a great opening spell. They got all top-class batsmen packing without scoring a run. So that was the match-winning performance for me.
So there's a look back at the Sri Lanka batting, 109 all out, so they'll be very disappointed about that. There are only a couple of guys getting in double figures, Jayasuriya with 12, Sangakkara with 30, Dilhara Fernanda 13 and Matai Murali with 16, but lots of noughts in that lineup, all out for 109 in 23 overs. And if you look at the Indian bowling, well, they only needed 3 bowlers. Zahir Khan was terrific with 2 for 33, and Javagal Srinath was outstanding with 4 for 35 off his 9 overs. He also picked up the Man of the Match award. Ashish Nehra 4 for 35 off 7. So they were devastating. They bowled with pace, and they also bowled with fire. India, of their 50 overs, looking back at the day's play, sent into bat by Sanath Jayasuriya, 292 for 6. Tendulkar was electrifying with his 97, and so he played well for his 66, and the skipper chipped in as well. Matai Murali pegged things back in the middle with 3 for 46. Vas continued his fine form, 2 for 34, and De Silva picked up 1. And Sri Lanka, 109 all out with Javagal Srinath, outstanding, 4 for 35. Same figures as Ashish Nehra, and Zahir Khan, 2 for 33. And India won by plenty. They won by 183 runs.